Thank you, Madam Speaker. Yes, the issue of occupational health in Fiji is something that is not just a concern to my ministry, but also the Ministry for Health and Medical Services. Obviously, because of the impact that it has on people that are employed, which in turn has an impact on the productivity of the places that they work in, which in turn has an impact on the country as a whole. When you talk about occupational health, you're basically looking at two things. You want to make sure that the places where people work, in the occupations that they have, in those environments, it does not lead to health problems. So you want places to be healthy places, people don't get hurt, they don't get injured and so forth. And secondly, the other aspect, the flip side of this, is that you want to make sure that people that are engaged in occupations, that are coming to work in the first place, are healthy people, are healthy before they enter the workforce. And secondly, when they are in the workforce, when they are in the place of employment, nothing is going to happen to them there that affects their health. So those are two things that we need to be able to focus on. In the past, we have tended to have, especially in my ministry, the OHS, Occupational Health and Safety, there has tended to be a stronger emphasis on safety rather than health, and occupational safety rather than health. So now there is a move to try to address both of these issues, the issues of just safety but also health. With this, to do this, my ministry has set up a working group as an advisory committee that includes people from the Ministry of Employment and also from the Ministry of Health and Medical Services, Fiji National University, International Labour Organization, and the World Health Organization. So all of these bodies working together to look at the occupational health challenges that face the country. And this group also works very closely with the National Occupational and Safety Advisory Board, that sits under my in nature, has representatives from unions, from employers and government, and they also, that advisory group gives advice to the OHS Advisory Board. Through that particular work, Madam Speaker, they've been able to produce the first occupational health profile of Fiji. So this occupational health profile, it looks at, it analyzes occupational health situation in Fiji, or it identifies things that we need to do as a country, and basically set out a roadmap or ideas of areas in which we need to take action in Fiji. This year, later on this month, we will be having the Occupational Health and Safety Day and the World Day Against Child Labour. And these things are coming together on the 26th of April. So these issues will be talked about and discussed. And through these platforms, we want to be able to focus a lot of attention on emerging trends in occupational safety and healthy, work-related injuries, how we can reduce and minimize work-related injuries, work-related diseases and fatalities, with a particular focus on the younger people that we have in our workforce. Madam Speaker, in last year, we also had the first ever asbestos symposium. You know, we had an asbestos scare last year on the issues at the Civic Center, and over this past period, we've been looking at addressing other asbestos issues at State House, at the Nosori Market, at a few other places. So we wanted to raise awareness of asbestos and also teach people how to address asbestos. And obviously with the intent of trying to make sure to reduce its impact on people that are employed. Through that symposium on asbestos, we've created networks, collaboration between different agencies to continue to work on these things. Now that we are moving into this, I think constantly we've been talking about climate change and its impact on everything in life. And obviously, this is also going to have an impact on those that are employed. And with the changing weather patterns, it is likely that we'll have a lot more hot days, so that can lead to more heat stress, which can impact on people in the workplace. So one of the things that the ministry does, one of the responsibilities of our occupational health and safety, is to vet the plans for buildings that are being put into place, to make sure that they are designed in such a way that they do not have a negative impact on the people that are working in those buildings. To make sure that it minimizes the impact of physiological and psychological discomfort, so that it does not deteriorate the performance and productivity of the people that are working there. So the ministry actually vets building plans prior to construction for commercial purposes, to ensure occupational health and safety compliance. Apart from that, Mr. Speaker, my ministry and also the Ministry of Health and Medical Services is fully committed to the idea of wellness in the workplace. Wellness in the workplace, encouraging all staff members to participate in health checks and the 1-hour walk for health programs. The ministry also encourages healthy refreshments for meetings and for people to take ownership of their own health and living in a healthy lifestyle. In government, Madam Speaker, in most of the government ministries now on Wednesdays, civil servants are encouraged to participate in physical activity. And now government has put in place this National Sports and Wellness Public Holiday. Once again, with the idea of promoting the concept of wellness to everybody, so people start taking responsibility for the things that have an impact on their life. And that is basically one, food, drink, what we breathe, whether we have enough rest, our mental state and physical activity. And these are the things that we will continue to focus on. Thank you, Madam Speaker.